Okay, Scorpios, the overall energy of this whole reading is the Knight of Wands. This is that in and out of your life energy. Unstable. Just runs in and out without any regard to, who it might be hurting. They run in with the staff of fresh starts and new beginnings. They run out with the staff of passion. Very unsettled energy. I feel like that's how your relationship was, Scorpios. And in your highest energy, I have the Knight of Pentacles. You were waiting for them to settle down. The Knight of Pentacles is about security, stability, groundedness, but it's the slowest moving energy in the whole tarot deck. The horse looks like it's standing still, but it's not. It's barely moving. It could take lifetimes. It's bringing in a pentacle, and it is slow. And this is in your highest energy, and this is how you felt about this relationship, is like it wasn't going anywheres. So next to the Knight of Pentacles is the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is a burden. It actually became a burden with them running in and out of your life. So you felt it. You didn't want that anymore. And in order to relieve this burden, you had to stop letting them run in and out of your life. Actually, see, this is the 10, which is, whoops, that card had energy in it. Oh, if I can reach it. Wow, I haven't had one jump like that in a long time. This actually is a good card because see how hunched over that person is? You're getting ready to put those wands down. Actually, you do put them down. You refuse to let them run back in. That's how you put them down. I got the Four of Cups here. And so they do try to come back in again as usual, okay? But you stopped accepting their cup of love. You're like, you just couldn't take it anymore because, it just wasn't settling down, this relationship at all. So under the Knight of Pentacles, in your highest energy, I'm reading this middle line now, is the Nine of Wands. There you are being in the middle of it, really feeling worn out. I mean, it really took a toll on you. It's right next to the Knight of Wands. That energy took such a toll on you. You're bandaged up. All these times that they run in and out of your life are all around you, and actually one of these staffs is actually holding you up. You get to that point where you had it. You totally had it with them not settling down, which you were hoping for. And you gave them lots of chances. And then on the other side, the Knight of Wands, I have the Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Swords is like, it's right under the Four of Cups in your energy. The Eight of Swords is kind of an illusion. It's like you have all this truth and clarity all the way around you, but you're blindfolded, you're bound, and it's like you're just not seeing it. You're ignoring like all the truth and clarity about this Knight of Wands until it finally does come to you and you finally realize what is going on. But as it is now, you have not moved forward. You still have some questions that need to be cleared up. And you're kind of choosing on waiting for them to come back one more time. Maybe you have some things you want to say or talk about. You hadn't let them come in. You're refusing to let them come in. But I think you really want them to come back now. Maybe some time has gone by. Maybe you've just kind of released that burden. You're able to think more and you're seeing more clearly. So now we're in their energies. Under the Nine of Wands is the Seven of Cups. This is in their highest energy. The Seven of Cups is confusion. They were just confused about love. They really didn't know what their feelings were about you. All these cups are yelling like, pick me. And then, so, they probably picked cups before that just backfired, whole relationships that backfired when they thought it was the right cup. All these cups have something in them, so there's not really enough room for love. Something always supersedes the love. So, perhaps that's why they decided to take on this role of the Knight of Wands, male or female. All cards are male or female. and just kind of live in that run in and out of your life energy, and then that way they don't have to worry about, whether or not they love you or you love them. Well, it didn't work. Excuse me. So next to the Seven of Cups is the Magician. So the Magician here is, they're manifesting. Their intuitions are running pretty high. And it's under the Knight of Wands. They know this is what went wrong, okay? But they do have the tools to fix it if they want to. They can manifest you back into their life if they want to. Well, they're actually thinking about it, because I have the Ace of Pentacles, and the Magician is actually pointing right at the Ace of Pentacles, which is stability, security, commitment. This is what you've been waiting for, the Pentacle. They've had it. They've had it all along. They just haven't, felt comfortable in handing it out. So the Ace of Pentacles, they're thinking of offering you something more stable and secure. So this is probably why you almost elected to stay in the Eight of Swords energy, because you kept holding out hope that this will turn around. This whole relationship could turn around. It feels like, too, that you not letting them come back in, it was unless they could commit. Unless they could settle down, you don't want them back. And you're holding to it. I'm taking out the second part of this reading, Scorpios. So it looks like they're really thinking about coming back in and offering some type of commitment. They know that they can do that. They actually know, they really feel like you would accept it if they did. I have the Hierophant up in your highest energy. This is traditional values, traditional morals. This is security and stability. This is a card of commitment. This can be a card of marriage. Oh, my Lord. And it's right here next to, nope, you offer me a commitment of some sort, or I'm not accepting your cup. Just like I said, and then the card comes out right next to the Four of Cups. I also have the Three of Swords next to the Hierophant. This is your heart being broken. There might have been another person involved in this, or an addiction of sorts. The Three of Swords sometimes can be a third party. It's piercing your heart. It's almost like you feel like they chose someone or something else over you, and it really did break your heart. And that's probably why they were running in and out of your life, is because there was another energy, and it just broke your heart. You were really hoping. They are a soulmate, by the way. And a very strong one, 1111. You see that with the wands, with the Four of Wands? There's union between two people here. Lots of love, lots of joy, fresh starts, new beginnings all over the place with this card. Well, I think things are changing. I have the Devil card here, and the Devil card is a card for Capricorn only because of the horns, okay? But the Devil card, this is being tied to someone who's tied to someone else. Maybe they were married. Maybe you were a third party. Maybe they had a third party. But they were tied to someone or something else. Maybe it's an addiction, like I said before. But, I really feel like they're saying goodbye, like the Devil's waving goodbye here, to this toxic energy. So let's just keep reading. This is in your energy. It's right under the Hierophant. That's why it couldn't happen. That's why you couldn't have a committed, secure, and stable relationship, because of this toxic energy they brought with them. Now, you could be the one with the toxic energy. You could have been tied to someone else. You could have been married or had someone around you that made the relationship toxic, because this card does fall right in the middle. It's going to be in both your readings. So next to the Devil energy, the toxic energy, is the Five of Swords. And in your energy, the Five of Swords, this is right under the Three of Swords. Well, you're picking up swords of truth and clarity. You also had the Eight of Swords. Remember, just not being able to see the truth and clarity, or choosing not to. Now you are. So this broken heart of yours, has put you in a place where you're now starting to think about the truth and the clarity of this whole relationship. You have 3 swords. You picked up 3 already. There's 3 in this card right above. And there's still some truth and clarity it's laying on the ground. You can't stop thinking about them. You're looking back at them. So as you pick up this truth and clarity, you are thinking about them. But look, there's a 3rd individual here. There's 3 people in this card. So there really is a 3rd energy of some sort attached to this that was toxic to this relationship. And I think they might be letting it go, because I see some other cards. I have the Star card. This is a very deep healing card. You've been going through some deep healing. You've been going through, it's like seeing your own reflection in that pool of water, having that reflection come back at you, and you're like, oh my gosh, I remember who I am. I remember right down to my bare bones what I want from life, what I don't want from life. It's very spiritual. This is the card for Aquarius. So Aquarius might be strong in your chart, their chart, or around this reading. But it's right under this soulmate. So you're healing over this soulmate, and you're healing over the disappointment that the two of you would move forward together and possibly be married, because I have 2 cards of marriage on the same line on each side of the broken heart. So you're healing, and then I mean deep healing. I have the Ace of Wands here in their highest energy. The Ace of Wands in their highest energy is right next to the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, they want to come back. They do, and they're manifesting it. They want to come back and offer you the commitment that you want. They want to be solid. They want to be secure with you, and they want to offer a fresh start, new beginning. So they know this is the only way you're going to accept them coming back into your life. Okay? So, wow. They're going to manifest this. They're going to do it. This Ace of Wands, this is a fresh start and new beginning from that devil energy too. So they're actually, like I said, they're letting something go. Whoever it is, somebody's letting it go, and this is going to open the doors to have a real grounded relationship that's going to move forward. Next to the Ace of Wands, looky here, the 3 of Pentacles. You know, I feel like it's them that had the toxic energy. It could be either one, but in this case, this would be them. It'd be like having a talk. It's about the Pentacles. It's a black card. It's about security and stability. But there's 3 people again. Okay? So I feel like there is an argument or something. It's like a talk about wanting to be grounded and secure and not wanting. I don't think they wanted the 3 energies. I think the 3 energies were upsetting this relationship, and they know it. And so they have to set one free. One has to go. 3's a crowd in this card, okay? It's not seeing eye to eye. There's bickering. So regardless of who they are or why they're letting it go. They want a fresh start and new beginning. And it might be because this devil energy is leaving, which is also attached to this 3 of Pentacles. And next to the 3 of Pentacles is the Knight of Cups. There's the offer. They're coming in. They've done a lot of healing themselves. They have done a lot of, seeing their own reflection, a lot of healing to their bare bones. Remember the card of Aquarius, too. So they might have Aquarius in their chart someplace. But here they come in, the most sincere offer. This is a love offer. There's nothing else in that cup. It's not one of these cups that they're reading that their energy started with that has something in it. This cup has lots of room in it. And that's how they're coming forward. And with that Ace of Pentacles and that Ace of Wands. So this old energy is fading off into the distance. Definitely. And that 5 of Swords, it's right below the 3 of Pentacles in their energy. So, they're letting the third party fade away. If it's them, they're letting them fade away. If it's you, you're letting it fade away. I need to take out one more card for this reading. It's going to come from the Arcanum deck, and it's going to go between the Four of Cups and the Hierophant. One clarifying card. Is my love coming back to me? Will they come back to me? Well, so far, yes, they're coming back to you. There are some things that had to be cleared up. Well, we got 2 cards. Well, let's take them. The Six of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. Well, take a look at those. So, the Six of Pentacles, there was breadcrumbing going on. That's why you weren't accepting that cup. That's why this relationship could not be secure and stable or grounded. They were breadcrumbing you. Remember third parties? Third parties do that. They don't have enough to spread around. So everybody gets breadcrumbed. They even breadcrumb themselves and they don't realize it. So the Nine of Cups is right next to the Six of Pentacles here. And the Nine of Cups is wishes coming true. Cups running over with love. And in this card, this is just knowing that they have love. You have love. You know that they were breadcrumbing this relationship. That's why you weren't accepting that cup. And also, there is a lot of love, and it is about wishes coming true. They're coming in. They're coming back. They're going to offer you what you want, but it's because they want to offer you what you want, not because they have to or anything like that. They're done with third party or toxic energies, and they're coming back very sincerely. So yes, will your love be coming back? This Knight of Wands is turning into the Knight of Cups. Huh. Yeah, they're changing their ways. That's what it is. It's them. They're changing their ways and they are coming back.